game news, so we had to get the fighting game stuff done first. And Terry Bogard came out yesterday. I would have did a reaction video, but we were reacting to the Square Enix, who we'll talk about in the FGC and the Good Morning Gamer part of the show. But Terry came out. It was his birthday this week. It's only right. I got one question for you, Lone Wolf.
What's that?
Am
I okay?
Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Are you okay?
So far, he has had the coolest like part of his trailer.
Terry Bogard.
I'm just seeing it in motion for the first time.
Get ready.
No cowboy hat.
No, it's old school Terry, which is fine. Just EX to EX, just
Yep.
And we got overheat geyser, power geyser, into Buster Wolf. Look at the start is back.
That was nice. Okay. That was dope. That was okay. And
here's the team. Fatal Fury. Bow. And then up the ground. Uppercut. The star shining on his back. Oh, it's so cool.
Okay, that did it from when the star started shining back. Okay, so that's why the team has switched up to the team Fatal Fury this time. They're going by game.
Yep. Well, by team, not by game, because some teams don't have games that are designated. Some of them are purely king fighters.
Okay, well, this is the first time I've seen actual like fight against fight. You know?
Yeah, of course you got to do it.
This is like actual in-game shit. I think Andy looks so good, man. But Terry's probably got some. This hits me right there. And even Joe looks really good.
Like the animation and the quality of their stuff is just way better.
And it's getting better. Like this trailer compared to the first trailer, like it's getting better as it goes on.
Oh yeah.
Like the polish really gets on the game like in the last like what? Mm-hmm. All right, man. That was actually pretty dope. So.
Oh man, Terry looks so cool.
I want to see what the damage is like. I want to see what the system is like too. So you know.
Me too. I definitely want to see that.
All right, so Good Morning Gamer. It's weird, right?
I can't do it the other way around. It's just wrong.
Today's date, we didn't even say the date, so March 19th. And there was a lot to talk about. If you know yesterday what happened, there was the Square Enix. They announced a lot of stuff. They announced a working title for a game. They didn't even have a working title for it. It was the one where the girl was like skipping around and stuff in the PlayStation 5 reveal. I thought it was like some kind of Final Fantasy. I showed you a little bit of it earlier. There's no name for the game yet.
The one you just showed me?
Oh yeah, actually there was a name for it actually.
Yeah, it's like Forsaken, I think it was, or something like that. I don't think it's Forsaken.
Forsaken something. It was Forsaken, I think.
Was it Forsaken?
Yeah, Forsaken. Forspoken.
I was like, it's not Forsaken. It's for something else. So it's Forspoken.
Forspoken. Matter of fact, if I can do this, we could just hold on. We can do like a trailer right now. I didn't load it up, but I think I'm getting better at this, so we can just do this on the fly. Let's see it on this was probably the coolest part about the actual the show. In my opinion, of course. So let's go.
Hey everyone, I'm Ella Valinska. Today I am super excited to finally announce that I play the lead character Frey in working title Project Athia, a brand new IP from Square Enix.
Isn't Frey like the witch?
About a young woman in a beautiful yet threatening world. The development team has been working super hard to create this remarkable journey, and it's been incredibly exciting to be a part of it. Frey is a character I immediately connected with when this project was first brought to me, and I've had so much fun working with the team to bring her character to life in performance capture and voice recording sessions. While we're not quite ready to reveal everything today, we do have a sneak peek at a brand new scene from the game and the final name to share. So please enjoy.
So when they first revealed it, they didn't have to name it.
Hide.
Is that a motherfucking dragon?
Yes, that is.
Is it gone?
Yes, then we should leave this place as well.
With that thing out there?
So the thing on our arm is like, I guess, transport her to a dimension. I don't know. The action scene's really fast paced.
Forspoken.
So it looks really dope. That was probably the best thing I saw. I was like, oh, that was unexpected. That was one of the more unexpected things that I saw. And we also got a trailer for a game that you really like a lot. The Marvel's Avengers game that's out right now.
Why'd you say it like that?
I'm just saying, you do like the game, right?
No, it was all right. It wasn't like, I'm not like, oh my God, the greatest game ever. Because it wasn't. Had a lot of content at the beginning, but then it turned into a grind fest. And I'm really concerned about what's going to happen with the game now, because most of its player base have kind of like migrated away from it. So I don't know if they're going to be even able to save this game. Maybe if it stays good, and if people or if it gets better, I should say, and people are able to really bring that the love back to this game. If they really improve it, maybe, but I don't know if they can.
Yeah, like I was saying, like, you know, there's a bunch of these games that are
only the maestro now.
Not the maestro. Like there's a bunch of these games that, like, you know, it starts off one way, and by the time the end of the game, it's a completely different game.
Right.
Destiny 2 was like that. Street Fighter's like that now, you know. So 60 frames, 4K will help a lot. Higher resolution, textures.
That's fine. It's just, the problem is it's a grind fest. It's just getting gear for bigger numbers and grinding. That's it. That's my biggest issue with the game.
No cost for upgrade, so that's pretty cool, right? Yo, who's the dog?
Check out this extended gameplay.
I don't know. It might be, I don't think it is, but it might be Lockjaw. I don't think it is, though.
The dog can, like, disappear and, like, go through.
Yeah, I think it might be Lockjaw, but maybe.
Wait, didn't you move out today? What? No. What makes you say that?
They said they were movers.
Oh, no. Linton Francis Barton. What great timing. Do I know you?
Watchdogs. Ames hired guns.
Surrender quietly, or die noisily.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
This goon squad is going down.
Move to plate.
One down.
I was wondering what the hell that is, but I started going.
That won't feel good in the morning.
You've established a direct connection with the future time breach. I've made the necessary
Well, he
modifications.
has a bunch of trick arrows, so.
What's your plan?
I left Fury in the future when I jumped back through the time bridge. If he's alive, I'm getting him out. Then we can
Apparently
use this
this is
Project
the-
Omega
this is the
intel to stop the end of the
Hawkeye
world.
from the future that
Fair enough. Let's find him.
So there's a
Got eyes on the mercenaries.
Knocking loose, Kate.
I think the whole future thing was happening right after I stopped kind of playing it. It was the first like big DLC update.
This gameplay looks different.
It's a beat 'em up, but like beat 'em ups are more fun playing with other people. Number one, and number two, they have the RPG element in the game. It's just grinding. That's what it just is, grinding. So it's like I'm Iron Man or I'm Thor with like the power of a god, or I'm Hulk. It feels like I'm just beating on something for like forever, and it's just like they don't feel there doesn't feel like a real difference in strength. It's just a difference in ability. Like characters that should be like super uber strong. Like I would like it if they had like enemies that you could go up against that are like built for them versus like built for someone else. Like you can fight them as like Captain America or Hawkeye or anything like that, but you have to fight them a lot differently. With this, it feels like you can fight everybody as the same, and there's no real big difference in like power per se. Just in like like your cinematic like kills or whatever like that, like your special kills. Then it's like, oh, Hulk will like grab this person, like slam them like a bunch of times, or Captain America will bounce his shield off something and like do a special whatever like that, right? It doesn't feel like the heavy hitter Avengers are actually heavy hitting anything. It just feels like like numbers versus numbers versus numbers versus numbers, which is just boring for the most part.
The thing that I saw about it when I played it very briefly, it was like the demo or whatever the case is like that, is that it seemed like a dumbed down beat. Like the highest level of beat 'em up is like Devil May Cry, right? So you got options on options on options on options.
Well, that's not really even a beat 'em up.
What would you call that? I guess it's a hack and slash. It's a hack and slash action game. Stylish.
A beat 'em up would be what?
I think it's classified as a stylish.
Yeah, it's a stylish hack and slash basically. A beat 'em up is more like Double Dragon or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Streets of Rage, stuff like that. Those are more like beat 'em ups, right? Then this is technically what this is. This isn't a hack and slash game. This is a beat 'em up. This is just a fighting beat 'em up game with RPG elements where you have to find like gear so that your numbers are better than the enemy numbers and your levels better than better or at the same level as the enemy.
Like the RPG elements, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's the RPG elements of the game, I think, are what kind of sort of hinder it slightly. Like I understand the fact that like you got to have a little bit of a difficulty curve for like some of the characters and everything, but it still feels like if I'm running around as Hulk and I'm getting beat up by like nobodies, and just because my gear's not the best, when Hulk is the strongest there is, it just it gets a little, it becomes a grind fest. That's all it's because literally it's like, all right, I can't fight this mission because all the enemies are way stronger than me. So I guess I gotta go do this other little side mission and grind this side mission a bunch and hopefully get the gear I need to be able to level up, or do a bunch of stuff so I can get credits so I can gear up the stuff and level up, whatever like that. As well as the gear isn't cosmetic. So all the gear that you get that might have like a different look or anything, it doesn't show up on your character. You have to actually get other cosmetics to change the look of your character based off of like events in comics or some other like thing that they're trying to do, like special like artworks that have been done of them or whatever like that, like stuff that's like references to other stuff, all this referential stuff. But the gear doesn't have cosmetic looks to it, so you can't have your own special Hulk or special Captain America, except for the ones that they automatically have as a skin.
It's kind of lazy, right, on the part of the developers.
Yeah, there's just a lot to it that just it's okay. It's not a bad game, but it leaves a lot to be desired, and it can be improved. But my fear is with the way that they've handled everything so far, I don't know if they'll be able to bring back the community that was already really hype about the game.
Gotcha. We did get some more information on the PS5's version of what they're going to do next for their next VR set. And we got a little sneak peek at that. They're going to be haptic feedback in the actual controllers now. And I think it's what, they did something different where the how the controllers are set versus the old ones, right? Because you in the old handset you would just hold the sticks, right?
Yeah, you had the two move controllers that you would have. I'm interested how they're going to do the haptic feedback in their controllers, because the PS5 controller is a lot more hefty than the PS4 controller. Obvious reason, because there's more working bits inside of it, and the controller actually feels, when you're using a game that has a haptic feedback in it, actually feels like there's a lot going on inside that controller, like a lot.
But doesn't this look more like the Oculus controller?
It's not up on the screen yet.
Oh, it's not on the screen. I thought.
No, I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, you can't see anything?
I see you.
Okay. All right. So you couldn't see what was going on. Okay. I thought I had it. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, because it was just the move controllers at first, and I was like, yeah, this looks. Let's go with the screen. Can you see it now?
Excuse me. Yeah. That's a weird, funky looking controller.
Yeah. So I said it kind of looks like the Oculus stuff, how it has the curve over it and everything.
Right.
But they're putting haptic feedback in that, and those are going to be the new controllers. So no move, but
yeah, it looks very similar to the Oculus controller. Oculus controller has a lot less covering of your arm. I'm curious if they have that apparatus like basically going around your entire arm, because there's functioning bits inside of it that read your hand movements, or if it has like haptic feedback that causes like certain things to happen in the controller from that part. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, it's
haptic feedback is just weird all in general. I don't think, like, I know a couple people
it hasn't bothered me that much, I will say that.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple people that it bothers them, because they're just like, like the clicking of the slight clicking of the triggers on the controller is a little weird, and sometimes the way the controller vibrates at certain times is a little weird. So some people, like, I turned it off because I don't like it. I've talked to me, it hasn't bothered me. I think it's kind of neat. But the only thing that kind of sort of makes I still have to get kind of comfortable with is there feels like there's a lot of moving parts of the controller when stuff is happening. It feels like I can feel it shifting, and I can feel it like moving certain parts in the place to do its thing. And I'm kind of like, that feels kind of weird. But it's not like anything that's so distracting to where I'm like, I'm not playing this game anymore. This garbage.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't felt that either. I don't even like. It hasn't felt weird to me yet. But I gotta play the Spider-Man, which I've heard is like one of the better implications of it. I did play the game that they give you with the game where you're playing like you're inside the PS5 or whatever.
Right.
I forget what that's called, and that had good applications too. But I just fear it's like one of those things that, you know, much like the touchpad, goes just underused as the lifetime of the system goes on.
Right.
We'll just turn it off because it doesn't make any difference if it's on and off. But I like it. I've always liked rumble functions and things like that.
Well, this talking about VR though, it's one of those things like, where's this gonna go? Like, what's gonna happen with it?
Well, Sony did come out with some pretty good VR games last gen. Like strictly, there was one that was like you're in this movie and you're like, I didn't play it, of course, so I can't really speak from personal experience. But it was well reviewed, and I it's one of the games I would have bought. And Half-Life Alyx, which was a Sony thing, but it was on the Sony platform. So I think VR should have stayed, and I think that there are going to be some games that come out not at the I think the ceiling for the VR was the fact that we couldn't get the 1080, the 4K, and like because of the motion sickness or the resolution just wasn't high enough on the platforms we had to make it really immersive, and I think that's going to change too.
Right.
This is definitely a hack and slash right here. Scarlet Nexus, which is coming out on all systems. It was actually showing up at the Microsoft Xbox Series X announcement. I think they have some kind of like exclusive rights for like a couple months or something like that. But very hack and slashy, very looks very Devil May Cry-ish, near Automata.
Is it made by Platinum?
It is made by Platinum.
That makes sense.
No, it's made by Bandai Namco. I'm sorry.
Bandai Namco? Bandai Namco is did they make it or are they just
Bandai Namco made it? Actually made it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so,
like if they're publishing it, then
no, it's their game. Yeah. So actually, Bandai Namco made a couple games that were like this that weren't that good actually, like the Sword Arts.
Yeah.
Kind of hot garbage, but this looks like you're giving me that anime feel with actual good tactical hack and slash.
Well, it's so cool watching how a lot of the animation stuff has gotten better from Bandai Namco, as well as with like Arc System Works and stuff, and some of the stuff that they've worked with and stuff. Like it looks like a 3D anime now. Like I remember like looking at old anime games, like it's almost there, but it's kind of like it's
like
a little bit
like the
desired.
Naruto's and the Shippudens and everything like that.
Yeah, like but now it's like the polygon count is so high, and the cell shading is so good. Like it literally looks like this could be a 3D anime. Like, yeah. And in some scenes, it almost looks 2D. Like you see it in Dragon Ball Fighters. Like, geez, Dragon Ball Fighters. What's the other game? Guilty Gear. Yeah. The past Guilty Gear and even the Guilty Gear now, it just looks like, oh yeah, they just are going all out with this anime fighter type thing or this anime style like type.
The only company that's linked well, I can't say I can say Dragon Ball Fighters, but that's more like a fighting game. This is more like a story-based hack and slash. The only besides Capcom Platinum, which is an offset of Capcom, is the only people to get the tightness of the fighting, like the movement and everything in the game with the visuals. So I'm hoping that Bandai Namco can put it together with Scarlet Nexus, like the tightness and the executionist of the fighting game.
They've shown they can. They've shown they can with other games, so I'm not too overly worried about it. That's why Bandai Namco has been
probably like Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball is Arc System Works technically.
No, like the Kakarot.
I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a lot of weird things about the story, but gameplay wise, they say it's not bad. And tightness, but it's an RPG more than it is like hack and slash.
Like I guess I mean if you can remember, what Bandai Namco game would you say was the closest to like blending the two genres? I mean, what
usually just a lot of the fighters, the Naruto fighters,
fighting games. But I like this isn't a fighter. This is like
it's hack and slash,
open world hack and slash, semi-open world. You know what I mean? So fingers crossed.
The thing is, the elements are the same, kind of like with Devil May Cry versus like a Capcom fighter or anything. The elements are there for the fighting system. It's the traversal part that you have to worry about. Which if you keep it bare bones,
once you get into that 3D, like what was the game? It was kind of supposed to be like a Souls game, but it was anime. It was all right.
Bandai. Code Vein.
Code Vein, yeah, Code Vein. Code Vein was okay. It didn't quite, in my eyes, get it right, but it was on the right path. So we can, I know this is not a Souls type game. This is more open world free roam. But I'm like I said, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna try it. It'll probably be on stream, and I'm fingers crossed. It's my cup of tea. It's definitely my type of game. It looks like my type of game.
All right.
Anyways, that's it for today's show. We kind of did it.
Felt like a long show.
I mean, only because you just knew that the whole Evo buying, Evo is going to take it up. So that could have been the show. But this is broken up. Make sure to check us out: Facebook, Instagram, not on Twitter because we're there, but I mean whatever. And check out the YouTube pages, Wally Mob Gaming and Main Menu as well. So all those will be. I'll start putting those in the links by the bottom. So, anyways, I'm Ray K.
I'm the Loneliest Wolf by choice.
Have a good weekend. Keep playing games. We'll see you online. And me and Shadow Show probably running MK11 later on this weekend. So stay tuned for that. And till next time, we out. Peace.